What is Bigfoot? A myth? A legend? A hoax? Or a real flesh and blood creature? What about the reported sightings of Bigfoot? They can't all be misidentified animals. And how is it that most Native American cultures have stories about Bigfoot? After 2 separate sightings of a Bigfoot type creature, I needed answers. I have now been researching Bigfoot for over 15 years, and I feel that my journey has just begun.
Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something that I've wanted to do for a long time, just never had the opportunity to. We're down here at the lake, walking the shoreline. There's the shoreline. There's a little island that we camped out on one night, and we checked the whole island for any signs of Bigfoot activity. And we had planned on coming back over here and doing this again. And what I did was I found out when I went to come check the island and see how accessible it was by kayak, I found out that, well, they've clear cut this area. A tornado come through a couple of months back and done a lot of damage. So they actually clear cut this whole area. There's very few trees left standing right now, but that gives me an opportunity to do something I've always wanted to do, and that is walk around the areas that I can where there might be some footprint traps and stuff like that. See if I can find anything. Now there are a lot of side-by-sides, ATVs of all kinds running around out here, so footprints are not that easy to find right now. But I've always wondered how a Bigfoot really reacts to a clear-cut area, and especially when they're in an area where the Bigfoot are active. And this is one of the areas where the Bigfoot have been active. We have had several experiences right out here. But now that it's clear-cut, I wonder what they're thinking. You know, back when all the Bigfoot rage was to begin with, all the hubbub about the Bigfoot was because of clearing up there in Oregon. These people would come in, find their equipment all messed up, and 55-gallon drums of diesel and stuff like that would be thrown around. So I'm pretty sure the Bigfoot ain't exactly what you call happy with the thoughts of their lands being decimated. But we're going to walk around out here. We're going to check it out, because if there's ever a chance to check something that's been clear cut, this is it. At least right now, deer season's back in season, so I can't get out there and walk in the woods without worrying about getting shot. So this is one of the areas where they can't hunt, so hopefully I'm safe from that. I'll worry about hunters more than I do anything else out here. But we're gonna walk around, look around, see what we can see, and we'll be back with you in a moment. All right, one thing we can see for sure is the clear cutting has not stopped the deer from coming around. So there is a food source for the Bigfoot. He's still got that here. Just don't have a whole lot of places to hide. But that brings up a story something that happened to me at one time. We was riding down a dirt road where they had been doing a lot of clear cutting. And it was me and my wife and several other people were riding along, and I go, you know what? Look at that stump up there. I said, that looks like a Bigfoot. Well, a few seconds later, it turned around and walked off. And I missed getting a video of a Bigfoot, because he was just standing there, and all I could see was this silhouette. And I thought, God, that silhouette right there looks like a Bigfoot. And then it got up and turned around and walked off. So I may bring the trail cameras out here later on. Set them up like I do every once in a while out there in the woods. See if I might catch something shooting out across through there. But if I do that right now, I'd stand a chance of losing my trail cameras, because still a lot of people coming down through here. There's just a pickup truck pulled up in the last few minutes. But we're gonna keep walking around looking, seeing what we can see. And trust me, I'm watching these stumps, because one might turn around and walk off. We'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, after walking around out here, I have figured out one thing. It's still a good place for a Bigfoot to hide. He can't stand up and hide very well unless he just stood still at nighttime. But there's plenty of places to squat and hide out the way in case somebody comes along. But it hasn't messed up the deer population moving around through here. So that's a food source for the Bigfoot. So I'm pretty sure that they're still roaming around out here. Probably not as much, and they're probably not happy about all this, but I'm sure they're still moving around out here, because there's still plenty of places to hide. All right, we've been walking around here for the last hour and a half, almost 2 hours now, and I believe very seriously that Bigfoot may not like this place. It may not be his most perfect place right now, but they're not going to just up and leave. One, the deer population's still strong out here, so they've got a food source. The water right there, they still got it. And it is still sort of a semi-private area. I mean, a lot of people don't come down here. This is an old Army Corps of Engineers boat ramp access that nobody ever uses, because it's something like 7 or 8 miles of dirt road to get to it. But it is possible and it is feasible that a Bigfoot would still come down here, or be down in this area right here to do his feeding, because there's still plenty of footprints from deer. So that's what we're believing. It's still possible that a Bigfoot will be down here. It's still a feasible place for doing research. And with that, I'm gonna get off of here for right now. I'm gonna do some dirt road riding real quick. Check for footprints out there, because like I said before, it's now deer season, so getting out there in the woods is not a good option. But let's go check some dirt roads. hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe.
And tell your friends.
Also find us on Facebook, Alabama Georgia Bigfoot Research Group.